Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well and thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes. Please remember this is a general reading. It won't resonate with everyone. You can look at your moon and rising signs. These readings might suit you better. And we have, this is about decisions. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is about not being a yes person. This is about not being spoken into things that you really don't want to be spoken into here. So it's about standing your ground, a lot of this. Yeah. It might be a new relationship. It's a new relationship, a new love that's coming in. So they're reminding you here. In the past, you might have been somebody that just went with everything that everybody else said. But what Spirit's saying here, this is a new opportunity for love. So you want to be standing on your own 2 feet here. You are valuable. What you bring to the table is valuable. And your contribution is valuable. You're a unique human being. And you've got a lot of attributes. And you've got a mind of your own. Let's see. The Queen of Cups. Gemini card, the Lover's card. The Two of Cups. The King of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Queen of Swords. The Devil, this came out for every sign I've done, and you're my 3rd sign. Scorpio, the Devil energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody with Scorpio in their chart. In this reading, for the purposes of this reading, this is about you doubting yourself, though. This is self-doubt. The Knight of Cups. The Hanged Man. Okay, right, we can see this. Now, there's been challenges in your past relationships, and you've learned a lot of lessons here. And relationships could have been very, very draining. And what Spirit's saying here, the reason it could be draining is because you have just said yes to everything else, and you've went with everything that the other person has wanted, said, even when you feel it's not what you want. So that's what's made the challenges here in the past. Now, you got through them, but it was draining you. The relationship ended up draining you here. And these are all karmic lessons you've learned. So the lesson that you've had to learn here is not, you've got a mind of your own. And it's okay to disagree. You don't have to say yes just to make sure the person stays around. And what's happening here, you've got this new opportunity for love coming in. The Lover's card, there's a new opportunity for love coming in. And what Spirit's saying here is that you don't want to doubt your own abilities here. You need to listen to your own intuition, follow your heart chakra. You're allowed a say. You're allowed to, your point of view is allowed to be considered. And your relationship is meant to be a very well balanced one, where people are seeing eye to eye. This is about you making clear-cut decisions for your future. You came away from these challenging relationships in the past because they weren't serving you well. And you decided that you were going to either divorce or become single again. And you made really good decisions for yourself when you left these situations behind, so you can continue to do that. Because this Queen of Swords is someone who is coming from an intellectual place. She's very decisive. She's doing it intelligently. She's choosing her path and she's going for it. And you've left these challenging relationships behind for a reason. So there's karmic lessons that you've learned through previous relationships. And Spirit is wanting you to remember the lessons that you've learned and not take this into this next relationship that's coming. So don't doubt your ability for you to be able to meet the right person here and be on the same wavelength. Because if you're in a relationship with someone, and this is brand new, you want to feel emotionally stable and happy within it. We should be, seeing things from the same perspective here. We should be able to speak up. We should be able to follow our heart's desire. We have got desires. You've got wishes. You've got things that you feel, have an opinion about or a feeling about. And this person, if they're for you, should respect that. They will respect that. You don't have to say yes just to keep the person around. That's what we're saying here. You don't have to say yes just to keep this person around. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition when decisions have to be made. Don't be frightened to follow your own path here, what your intuition is telling you and your heart's telling you, because you're open to a relationship. You've got what it takes to have one. But don't be subservient, because you can end up in codependent relationships. And codependent relationships become challenging. There's something you end up tied to. And there's something that you really, in the end, have to escape from. So this time, look at things from a different perspective. You do have a say. You are able to speak up. You're entitled to have a say and an opinion on things here. And this is like looking at the bigger picture. Before, you've been floundering. You felt as if you've been in limbo. You felt as if you've been out of control within relationships here. But you've got the chance here now, if you remember the lessons you've learned, to see relationships from a different perspective. And this is hanging from the tree of knowledge. And Spirit has held you in these relationships for you to learn that you don't need to be subservient. You don't have to be in a codependent relationship. You don't have to be doing what the other person wants all the time. You know, if you want to go to the pictures, you can find a film you agree on. You don't just say, yes, I'll go to that because that's what they want. I'm just giving you an example of the type of thing we're talking about. And that's in its simplest forms. So this is about going towards happiness. This is about you considering yourself. It's not selfish to consider yourself. There can be insecurities in people that make them say yes. They become vulnerable when you're saying yes when you mean no. So that can put you in a very, very vulnerable position. But this is about going towards happiness, and it's about being with an emotionally mature person that's kind, supports you. There's somebody coming in here. This is a mature person. There's somebody who feels things. They don't necessarily talk about their feelings, but they're definitely feeling things. And they're an emotionally stable person. So there's somebody who would understand your point of view here. They would respect your wishes, because that's what relationships are about. It's about compassion and considering your partner when you're making choices and when you're going forward. So that this is built on an even keel. So this person will respect you. They will see things through your eyes. This is a soulmate type connection that we're needing to be meeting. Because when we don't do that, we end up subservient. We end up in codependent relationships where we don't have any say. And if we look here, there's your king and queen here. Beautiful energies, well-balanced energies, where he's considering he or she, this is not a gender-specific reading, I'm talking about the energies on the cards here, but he will consider, this king here would consider his queen. And that's what leads to a well-balanced, enjoyable relationship in the future. So let's just see here at the end. Yeah, you could create stability here. Things aren't always black and white. You don't have to say yes to keep somebody to have stability. This is about you standing your ground and being determined. You're being determined. You're talking up. You're speaking up here. You're listening to your intuition when you're going forward and making decisions. You can talk about things to move things on. You're discussing it. And there's a lot of victory and success in the future. And there's respect for you in the future, because you've got something valuable that you could bring to the table. I hope this helps. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.